I just finished 1000 Andariel runs with 500 magic find and I got amazing loot from the beginning to the end. To get to 500 magic find, I used the Oculist with an Ist rune, Shaco with an Ist rune, Spirit Monarch, Perfect Mares, Viper Magi with a Perfect Topaz, 39 Chances, 40 magic find ring, Arachnid Mesh, another 40 magic find ring, and Perfect War Travelers. I'm also using a 40 magic find Guide, a 1429 Annihilus, a 1619 Torch, 1 Fire Skiller, and a bunch of small charms giving me magic find and resist. With that gear combination, I'm able to reach 500 magic find but also to cap my resists and get past the 105 FCR breakpoint. As for my build, I'm a generic Fire Sorceress. With that being said, let's get into it. On run 21, I got a nice unique Grim Shield that can be pretty good for casters. Lidless Wall. Not the best, but still very useful until you get your hands on a Spirit Monarch. On run 25, I found one of the best belts in the game for Javazons, Razor Tail, and it rolled with very high enhanced defense of 148. On run 41, I found a very good belt for melee characters, String of Ears. It rolled with pretty good damage reduction, but unfortunately the minimum defense and lifesteal. Then on run 55, I found a unique Grand Charm. Yes, the zone is not terrorized, so it's a guide. What is the first guide of these 1000 runs going to be? 97, 11, 20. Pretty much the worst possible guide out there. Well, at least from here it can only improve. On run 62, I found a very good unique bow that is very often overlooked by Boazons, Witch Wild String. The amplified damage on striking, deadly strike, all resist, and 2 sockets make this bow a lot more powerful than it seems. Then on run 80, I found a unique helm that can be very useful in specific situations, Blackhorn's Face. The prevent monster heal, slow target by 20% and lightning resist and absorb can make it very good against Uber Mephisto and Uber Diablo. On the next run, 81, I found a niche amulet that can be pretty good for Amazons, Atma's Scarab. The chances to cast amplified damage on striking and the 20% bonus to attack rating are both very useful. Then on run 99 I found some unique gloves that also have chances to proc something on striking. Lava Gout. The 2% chance to cast enchant on striking may seem very low, but a level 10 enchant lasts for 6 minutes, so if you proc it once, you will pretty much have it until you leave the game. And level 10 enchant gives you a 101% attack rating bonus, which is very high. That has a base drop rate of 1 in 4079 runs. 10 runs later on run 109, I found 2 unique rings at once. The first ring is Nagel Ring and with 27 magic find, which is not too bad. The second ring is Ravenfrost with 228 attack rating but only 15 dexterity. Then 7 runs later on run 116 I found a unique ring again. What is this one going to be? Yes, a 27 Nagel Ring again. What are the odds? On run 126 I found a very good belt for a cold sorceress, Snow Clash. If you want to maximize your blizzard damage and improve survivability with the cold resist and cold absorb, that belt can be a very good choice. It has a base drop rate of 1 in 4079 Andariel runs. Then on run 152 I found an excellent helm, one of the most sought after item in the game early ladder, Shaco. I will always remember when I was like 11 years old and I got scammed by someone who replaced a Shaco with a cap with an emerald in the trade window. Ah, the good old times. On run 159 I found another pretty good bow that is very often overlooked, Gold Strike Arc, and it rolled with pretty good stats. This is one of the most powerful bow when you upgrade it to a Hydra bow. On run 194 I found very common but still very good set gloves, Laying of Hands. This is pretty much the best gloves in the game for physical characters. Then on run 206 I found something, but this time it didn't drop from Andariel. Oh, did you hear that? A small charm. And it's pretty good, giving 10 lightning resist and 10 extra gold. Small charms giving 10 or 11 resist are almost always very valuable when there's a second stat. On the next run, 207, I found a very good set item helm, Guillaume's Face. With the FHR, Deadly Strike, Crushing Blow and Strength, that's one of the best helm in the game for melee characters. Then 3 runs later on run 210, I found the very popular PvP armor, Tooth Row. The chances of open wounds with the high defense if upgraded make it pretty good for PvP. On run 220, I found a very good low-level armor with very low requirements, Duriel Shell. The strength, bonus to life, the can't be frozen stat, and all the resist make it very good, especially in a mercenary. Then on run 232, I found something else that is extremely good for low levels, Rock Stopper, and it rolled with very high cold and lightning resist, but unfortunately very low fire resist. This is one of the best defensive helm in the game. 2 runs later on run 234, I found found one of the best crossbow in the game, Buriza. Unfortunately, it rolled with almost minimum enhanced damage of 151. That was one of the most powerful weapons in the game in Lord of Destruction before Rune Wars. On run 252, I found two very good set items that we found before. The first is Laying of Hands, and the second is G-Face. Imagine if you are early ladder and you find both of these at the same time. This is a very good run. 3 runs later on run 255, I found another unique Grand Charm, a Guide. What is the second Guide going to be? 114, 12, 32. Could be much better, but it's still not too bad. On run 258, I found a pretty good budget item for Necromancers, Homunculus. The high resist and very high block rate are very good, but unfortunately it rolled with almost the minimum enhanced defense. 3 runs later on run 261, I found a very good unique helm for melee characters and mercenaries, Vampire Gaze, but it rolled with very average stats. It has a base drop rate of 1 in 4091 Andariel runs. Then on run 263, I found another unique ring, SOJ, Bulkados. Well, no, but still a perfect 30 magic find Nagel ring. Then on the very next run, 264, I found another unique amulet. What is this one going to be? High Lord's Wrath. Pretty good. This is the only amulet in the game that gives Deadly Strike. On run 272, I found the best in slot gloves for magic find. Chances, but with only 26 magic find. 10 runs later on run 282, I found two unique items. The first is a Shaco, again, and this time it rolled with pretty good defense. The second is Athena's Wrath. It rolled with 3 to Druid skills, but I don't play Druid, so I'm not sure if it has any use case. On run 298, I found a very good low-level armor that I found before, Duriel Shell, but this time it's a perfect roll with 200 enhanced defense. Very nice find. Then on run 307, I found 3 items, unique boots, a set belt, and a unique bow. The boots are War Travelers and with 50 magic find, which is perfect. This is an absolutely amazing find. It has a base drop rate of 1 in 4079 Andariel runs. The set belt is Immortal King's Belt, and the unique bow is Witchwild String, which we found before. 4 runs later on run 311, I found a very good budget mercenary weapon, Hone Sanden, and it's Eth with 192 enhanced damage, which makes it even better. On run 324, I found a unique ring from Andariel, and a unique belt that I almost missed because it dropped from another monster afterwards. The ring is 28 Nagel ring, which is not bad at all, and the belt is gold wrapped, which is always nice to find. On run 349, I found one of the best magic find item in the entire game, Blade of Alibaba, with 2 Ist runes that can get to 159 magic find. The only item in the game that can go higher than this is a weapon with 6 Ist runes. That would be 180 magic find, and this is what I'm going to be using in my next video to reach 1000 magic find. Subscribe to be sure to not miss it. On run 366, I found some budget unique assassin's weapon, Bartok's Cutthroat, and it rolled with 9 lifesteal, which is the maximum. Then on run 381, I found a unique amulet and set gloves. The unique amulet is Crescent Moon, which I'm not sure if it has any use case, and the set gloves are Triangle gloves, which is an excellent choice for casters. On run 392, I found a very good budget helm for physical characters and mercenaries, Crown of Thieves. It rolled with a nice 11 lifesteal, but the enhanced defense is the minimum with 160. Then 2 runs later on run 394, I found some very good unique boots, Sandstorm Trek, faster run walk, FHR, strength, vitality, and very high poison resist. That's all very good. And it even rolled with almost maximum poison resist of 68 out of 70. That has a base drop rate of 1 in 4137 Andariel runs. On run 407, I found another unique Grand Charm, the third Guide. What is this one going to be? 87, 15, 26. At least it's a gamble guide, so it's better than nothing. On run 431, I found 2 ogre weapons, an ogre axe and an ogre mole. The ogre axe is Bone Who, which can be a very good budget weapon for mercenaries. The ogre mole is Immortal King Stone Crusher, but it rolled with minimum crushing blow of 35. Then 5 runs later, on run 436, I found something absolutely amazing. Just wait for it. Yes, a low rune. This is my 4th low rune this ladder. It has a base drop rate of 1 in 20,275 Andariel runs. On run 472, I found a unique amulet that can be very useful early ladder, Saracen's Chance. It can be very good until you're able to get your hands on Amaras. Then on run 485, I found another unique amulet, and this one is a bit better, Seraph's Hymn. And it rolled almost perfect on the damage to demons and undead, but unfortunately with only 1 to defensive auras. 4 runs later, on run 489, I found another very cool drop from Andariel, a pull rune. Not at all as good or rare as a low, but I will still take it. Then on run 500, I found 2 rings, 1 rare and 1 unique. The rare ring is useless, but the unique ring is Stone of Jordan, another SOJ. Yes sir, tabarnak. This is my third Stone of Jordan this ladder. It has a base drop rate of 1 in 5,523 Andariel runs. On the next run, 501, I found the armor that gives the highest amount of damage reduction in the game with 30%, Shaft Stop. That can be very good on a mercenary, especially with Rock Stopper that we just found earlier. On run 516, I found 3 items, a unique belt, a unique armor, and a unique weapon. The unique belt is String of Ears, but this time it's a very good roll. The unique armor is Viper Magi, but with only 22 all resist, which is terrible. And the unique Ogre Axe is Bone Hu, but this time with almost perfect enhanced damage of 317 out of 320. 5 runs later, on run 521, I found another unique Grand Charm, the 4th Guide of these 1000 runs. How is this one going to roll? 160, 14, 32. 160 is the highest possible gold find, so this is a very good guide. On run 531, I found a very good unique crossbow that we found before, Buriza, but this time it rolled with almost perfect enhanced damage of 199 out of 200. On run 577, Andariel dropped a very good small charm, very close to what I'm currently using, 10 lightning resist and 4 magic find. If it had a little bit more magic find, this charm would be extremely valuable. On run 606, I found a unique helm that I found twice before, Shaco, for a 3rd time. Another Shaco for the giveaways. Then 10 runs later, on run 616, I found one of the best shield in the game for Paladins, Herald of Zakharum. Skills, block rate, attack rating, strength, vitality, all resist. What more do you need? On run 650, I found one of the best belts in the game for Javazons, Thunder God's Vigor. The increase in maximum lightning resist and the lightning absorb make this belt especially good against Uber Mephisto. On run 720, I found one of the best weapons in the game for Sorceress, which is exactly what I'm using right now, the Oculus. The only bad thing about this weapon is the chance to teleport, which can be extremely annoying. 3 runs later, on run 723, I found the best gloves in the game for Magic Find. Again, Chancy's, but this time with 38 Magic Find. Then on run 728, a normal ghoul close to Andariel dropped another rune. Yes, a gold rune. A gold rune dropping from a ghoul is pretty funny. It has a base drop rate of only 1 in 378,241, which is crazy. Then on run 744, I found Chancy's again for a 3rd time, but this time with 39 magic find, getting closer and closer to perfect 40. On the next run, 745, I found another unique Grand Charm, the 5th guide of these runs, but this time 117, 14, 26. Yeah, this one is terrible. Then on run 774, I found a magic find weapon that I found before, Blade of Alibaba. I already found it like 50 times this ladder, but it doesn't matter. It's always nice to find. On run 805, I found a very good unique helm that I also found before, Crown of Thieves, but this time it rolled with 12 lifesteal and much better enhanced defense. Then on run 845, I found another unique amulet that I also found before, Seraph's Hymn, and this time it also rolled with almost perfect damage to demons and undead, but also with 2 defensive auras instead of 1 like the first time. On run 923, I found a very nice low-level magic find helm, Tarn Helm, and it rolled with perfect 50 magic find. 1 to all skills, 75 extra gold, and 50 magic find at level 15 is absolutely amazing. On run 933, I found some unique boots that give a very nice bonus to life, Water Walk. Not endgame at all, but can be very useful until you find something better. Then on run 956, I found a very powerful spare for Amazons, Lycander's Flank, and it rolled with 9 lifesteal and pretty high enhanced damage. On run 968, I found another unique Grand Charm, Guide number 6. How will this one roll? 103, 15, 21. Another gamble guide. And then on run 986, I got the last nice drop of these 1000 runs, and it's an absolutely unbelievable one. A normal dark one dropped a Shaco, but it's not all. It's a perfect Shaco with 141 defense. Shakos have a base drop rate of only 1 in 2,117,192 from a normal Dark 1 monster. This is absolutely unbelievable. And that's it. I found amazing things in these 1000 runs. Stone of Jordan, 6 guides, 4 Shakos, perfect war travelers, and so much more. So I'm pretty happy with these 1000 runs. If you liked this video, please don't hesitate to leave a like and a comment. It would help my channel very much. I'm also working on 1000 Andariel and Mephisto runs, but with 1000 magic finds. So if you would like to see that, feel free to also click on the subscribe button. At the time of posting this video, I'm almost at 2000 subscribers. Special thanks to our channel members Shinui Zabusa, Tristan G, AftersunFTW, Moz and DamnitDaniel. Thank you so much for all of your support. Also big thanks to Tristan, Alhayez and Jeff for helping me every day. If you want to be part of a very cool Diablo 2 community, don't hesitate to join our Discord. We do giveaways every day, and we currently have hundreds of very good items to give away, so don't hesitate to join the fun. The link is in the description of this video. Thank you very much for watching until the end, and happy grinding.